How's it going? Welcome to my channel, Incognito Outdoors. Just a little forward before watching my videos, give you a little background on me. I basically graduated college and worked a job for the past 4 years, and entering the real world, you realize that you can't really save any money. The amount of bills you have and everything, and you imagine that school is going to help you get a job that will pay you more, and ultimately it doesn't always do that. So I finally came to the decision that I'm going to leave my job and go and hike Te Araroa in New Zealand with some friends of mine, and in order to do that I need some money, and basically that means that I can't be paying for an apartment and bills and electricity and so I came to the conclusion that I basically need to live kind of off the grid and still get a paycheck. So what I'm doing is I'm going to stealth camp for approximately 5 months. I'm not revealing my face, mainly because I don't want to be identified by really anyone, to just not get in trouble with my job or with anyone in the area where I live. So that's what the mask is really about. So this video will basically be me building a shelter for, or this whole channel will essentially be me building a shelter and living in it for 5 months, and then we'll see where it goes after that. I'll probably take some videos from my hike through New Zealand, and maybe I'll just keep the channel going. But essentially I decided, if I'm gonna do something this crazy, I might as well film it for the enjoyment of the public. So I hope you enjoy this series. Hope you enjoy this video, and I'll keep them coming, and I guess I'll jump into it right now. Thanks for watching. All right, so it's about mid-December. I'm out here in the woods looking for a good spot to set up a platform, and I thought I found a pretty good spot where nobody else would end up coming, because I'd never thought about coming out here before, but it looks like somebody had the same sort of idea that I did. See some chairs out here. Looks like they've got some lumber that they didn't tarp up very well, and they've got a post hole digger that's just about peeking out of the snow here. So looks like this might not be the best spot after all. I might head a little further out here. Unfortunately, that means I'll be further away from my car, and it'll be a longer walk to work, or longer walk to the car every morning to drive to work. But the soccer fields are right up there, and there's some fields right up on my side here, but hopefully by the time I'm camping out here, the leaves and foliage will nicely hide this little valley indentation area where the stream comes through. So I'm gonna try and find a spot a little bit further away from where these people have started building a little shelter. And who knows, maybe this has been here for a couple of years and they gave up on it long ago, but I don't want to take that chance. So time to keep hiking through. All right, so I think I've found a pretty solid spot. I don't think anybody will venture back here. I've got some nice hills behind me that block me from the road, which is right over that ridge, but I find it a little unlikely that anyone should venture out here. That ridge line, there's a big field over there, but again, when there's foliage in the spring and summer, I should be all right. I found these 3 trees, which look pretty optimal for a small platform, nothing too heavy. This one right here is a little bit thin, and I don't want to stress it with too much weight, but I think a small platform and just my body weight will be just fine. We'll end up finding out eventually, but it's going to be a little bit longer of a walk because now I'll have to go this way to the road, go down the road and around over in this direction where my car will be parked in a parking lot. So it'll just be easier to get to the road rather than try and make my way all the way back down, cross the stream and up the hill through soccer fields. So that is going to be my plan at the moment. I'm going to mark this tree with a roll of red wrap, and hopefully I'll be able to find it again without too much trouble. I know my general location, and also put a marker on my Google Maps, so I should be able to find the spot without any problem. But that will do it for now, and I'm going to hike back out to the road. So I just came out of the woods down there, right in there, and I didn't realize how close to the road I actually was, but to show you why this will be some pretty serious stealth camping for 4.5, 5 months, here's a private property sign, including no trespassing, on this side, and then the other side of this road becomes wildlife management area, which makes it definitely a little bit sketchy, and I'll definitely have to be very careful being out here. And unfortunately, not knowing that I was this close to the road, I could actually see my red marker on the tree as I walked over down the road this way, which is not great because if I can see the red marker, definitely the building will be very visible from here, and I'm probably going to want to find another spot. So unfortunately, the hunt continues. I'm going to move a little further in, which again is going to make it harder for everyday access, especially when I have to get to work early in the morning. But onwards, I suppose. All right, I think I finally found a good spot. Right here, again, it's a little bit further back, but I have a lot of brush on the hill behind me, between me and the road. Can't see down here from the road, I've checked already. And I believe I can build a very low platform just to have something flat and elevated off the ground just a little bit. And I might actually come back here too with a saw and cut some more of this underbrush and fallen down branches and stack them back on this side as well, just to try and make a nice natural looking barrier between me and the road. Meanwhile, I'm even further from the field up on the ridge, so I should be very, very hidden back here. And I think I'm going to go with this spot. So I'll again put my red marker on one of these trees and take a screenshot and make a marked location for myself on Google Maps just to make sure I remember where I am. But I think this will probably be the final location. I'll have to sign off for now as my phone is about to die, which is what I'm recording on at the moment. But most of my other videos I'll probably use my GoPro and maybe my phone a little bit as well, just whatever's charged up and easier to use. But I'll sign off for now and hopefully be good with building my my 5-month shelter, but that won't be for a couple of months once I get out of my apartment. Anyway, sign off for now, and I'll be back on for next time. All right, I think I found my shelter spot right here. It's got a good bit of fallen trees around it that I can prop more sticks and branches and stuff up on, and that'll help it be even less visible, ideally. And it is now January. My last recordings I took of me looking around for a spot were about mid-December, and it's actually warmer now, shockingly, and there's no snow, so I'm going to start kind of digging this area out, clearing out just right in the middle here, and I think I'm going to, my last plan was to build a platform, but that was kind of ended up realizing that was going to be way too visible, and now I'm actually going to sink a little shelter a little below ground. I have a whole plan for that. It'll come out in my next videos as I build this out, and hopefully have it done before May. Well, I've got a good bit of the space cleared out. I'm going to start digging now. This is about the area I think I'll be able to use. It's kind of hard to tell on this camera. I'm going to switch to a GoPro soon, and hopefully that'll make it easier. And I think I hear a car coming down the road, so I'm going to be quiet for just a little bit. All right, the sun's starting to go down, and my phone is just about to die here, but making some good progress. It's all clay, which is awesome because it's very easy to shape, and I've already got a good, probably, I'd say about a third of it done. And I'm putting all the excess clay right here to just expand it and hopefully make a nice 6x6 flat square of ground. And then I'll start putting a little foundation down, a couple of cinder blocks to keep the floor frame off the ground, and that'll just about get me started. But I'm gonna sign off now. It's getting late, and I'm gonna come back out here and hopefully finish this up in the coming week. All right, so got home and got these 2 packages today, and I'm gonna open them up. They're gonna be 2 very useful, extremely useful things for my my lean-to, essentially. First one here, might be able to guess already what it is, but here we go. Camo netting. This will just add another layer of camouflage to my hut without having to worry too much about people seeing where I'm going to be staying. Hopefully it'll really just block people's view of the structure underneath. The second thing, these are really the main two things that I need in order to complete this and keep it camouflaged. Here is the other. It's a brown and green tarp. Unfortunately, that green looks pretty bright, which I didn't see in the actual listing of it, but I can use the brown side, which will be a little more inconspicuous, and it's 12 by 8, and I'll use it first on top of the actual structure once it's built to keep rain out. And once I have the tarp down, I will put the camo netting over top of that, and so it'll just both keep it watertight on the top and sides, and also keep it nice and concealed. So I'm very excited about these. This was probably $17, and it's 12 by 8, like I said. And the netting was probably $20, and you get 5 feet by 20 feet of it. So we'll see how much that actually ends up covering. But I'm very excited for this. I will probably be using the tarp this weekend after I put the floor down. And once I do that, it's supposed to snow, so I'll have to cover it with a tarp and just hope it doesn't get too wet before I seal it with some outdoor deck paint. Well, that's it for now. So I just made a trip to Lowe's right after I got off work and bought 11 2x4s for like $2.60 a pop, and I got a gallon of this muted mahogany brown color storm coat exterior paint from Valspar, I think. And I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and use that as my essentially as my paint to cover the entire thing, the entire structure. That will just help it from rotting out because I'm using untreated wood, and hopefully make it last longer. And I've got enough wood now. I've already completed the base, which I will have later in this video, or framing out the base, and I now have the enough to do the back wall and the side walls framed as well. It cost me about $60 today, and probably $20 for just the lumber for the framing out the floor, so about $80 in. And I have two packages arriving later today, and those will have some other things that will be very useful. See that in just a moment here. And that was another $40, so probably $120 in so far. It's going to be a little bit more. We'll see in the end. Alright, so I have all of the prefabricated pieces for the base frame of my lean-to here, and I'm currently painting them to make them more waterproof and hopefully hold up longer. ideally this will last at least maybe 5 years. We'll see. But I'd like to come back to it after I leave it, maybe a year later, do another video on how it's held up and see if anyone's found it in that time and how it looks. So just finishing up painting this, and I have a bunch more wood here to start framing off the sides. All right, I'm out here again. It's been pretty cold for the past week basically, but I've got my base pieces that I prefabricated to be able to attach them together quickly and quietly as possible here, all set up. I gotta do a little extra digging just to get the space laid out, and then I'm going to start putting them together. All right, I have it basically framed out, the base of it framed out here now. I need to level it out. I'm being pretty quiet now because the weather's gotten a lot nicer, and I'm probably gonna have to start doing, I can actually hear people up by the road right now, but I'll probably have to start doing more of this work after it gets dark, and just take videos after it's done, just because it's going to be too risky to be using any power tools at all out here while there's any likelihood of people walking along the road. So fortunately, this will be about it for today, and I'll end this full video here, and I'll hopefully have another one up in a couple of weeks when I've made more progress. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.